Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to the weekend. To those of you who are here and not at Blade Show, Texas, welcome in. And oh man, we already got 15 people in here. It's nice to see that I'm not the only one missing the Blade Show. You know, anybody else see like all the videos and pictures of people at Blade Show? Like, that could have been me, but I had to, you know, buy eggs for $8 a carton. It's getting tough out here. You know, it seems like the wages stay the same. Cost of living goes up. And I know it's not just me, but man, I'm glad you guys are joining us here today. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a fun live stream. We've already got people piling in the chat. Let's go ahead and, oh my goodness, we're going to start off welcoming in Kaleidoscope of Knives. Welcome to the connoisseurs and collectors. Thanks for joining as a channel member, brother. Thank you so much. Shout out to him. Shout out to Neil McKenzie. We've got another channel member in the chat. Neil, thanks for being a channel member as well. We got Marco in the house. Welcome in, Marco. Crazy Roach joining in, another channel member. Ryan Dye, welcome in. He says, "What is up, Knife Warriors?" It's just another Saturday. We're kicking it on a Saturday. We're going to talk about some knives. We're going to talk about, you know, the knife stuff, the community stuff. That's what we do here. We'll hang out. Welcome into Ground Fog, Thomas McDonald's. Thanks for being a channel member. Welcome into Kevin C. He says, "Sup, y'all lurking today? Lurk away, my friend. Whether you're, you know, making lunch, working, whatever you do, glad to have you here." Welcome into Caleb Hale. Greg Vanderlip coming in as well. Welcome in, Greg. All right, I'm scrolling. We've got Nick EDCR in the house. Nick, thanks for being a channel member. Let's see, Josh 33025. Welcome in, brother. Good to see you. Hey, we got Blue Minati Ninja rejoining as a channel member. You're my boy, Blue. We appreciate you, my friend. Neil McKenzie, member for 2 months, says, "Hooray for me." Thanks for sticking with the channel, Neil. We appreciate you, my friend. And oh my goodness, I gotta keep scrolling. Blue Minati Ninja just gifted 5 memberships. All right, everybody. Hey, and you know what? Now would be a good time to do my weekly reminder. Head on over to the community tab on my YouTube channel. I just posted another invite link to the members only Discord. We're going to do some pocket checks. I see that we've already got some people posting some pretty sweet photos. So if you want your pocket check to be featured on the live stream, head on over there. Thanks again, Bluminati. We appreciate you, brother. Thanks for keeping those channel members popping. Let's see. We got Fook Doozle in the house. Chris229 in the house. Thanks for being channel members, guys. We appreciate it. Dwayne Letterman, another channel member. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat, make sure I don't miss anything. Bob Dakima in the house says, "What's up, Knife Addicts?" Thanks for being a channel member, Bob. So yeah, guys, it's the weekend. We're here. Hopefully we're spending our time, you know, being productive. I bet not. You know, I always get to my weekend, I'm like, I'm going to get stuff done. I'm going to get done today. And then, you know, like I get to the weekend and I do some chores and then I'm like, whoa, it's Monday. Where did the weekend go? I want it back. Who turned on the time machine? But what's in your pocket? If you're curious what I'm carrying today, I'm carrying this guy. This is my my modified Spyderco PM2. This has been one of my most carried knives in February, easily. I kind of went on a American-made knife binge where, you know, I just decided now would be a good time to to carry some of my American-made knives because, you know, for a while there I was just like knives made in other places. And then I looked, I was like, how many knives do I have that are actually made here in the United States? And it's actually a decent amount. And every time I start looking at my American-made knife collection, it makes me realize like I've got to carry these more because they're so good. So this is what's in my pocket today. I've got the modified Blade Ops Edition Spyderco PM2 in LMAX with the rock scale design, hardware, titanium pocket clip. This is modified, but it's all American made modifications, guys. All American made. You can't go wrong with it at all.
In a world fraught with confusion, one man will.
All right. I'm gonna mess with my my playlist here for a second because it started playing some random stuff. We can't have that. No chaos today. No. Oh man. Let's see. Bob Dakima says he's carrying the Vosti Nightshade with dyed purple. Nice. Rit dyed purple? Very nice. I got to do some Rit dyeing here at some point. You know what we could do? We could go ahead and pop on over to the Discord. I could show you guys what I'm talking about. Some of you aren't familiar with Discord. Some of you are like, what is he talking about? What is Discord? I thought he said no chaos today. This is Discord. Boom, here we go. And I'm going to start going through some of these. Some of these pictures are not from today, but they're also not from the last live stream. So I figured, why not share? Blue coming in hot with this. Now this is impressive, and you already know I highly approve of the TPK edition QSP Hedgehog. That's in my pocket daily. I don't even I'm not going to include it in my pocket checks when I talk about what's in my pocket because you already know that it's there. It's always in my fifth pocket. It's easy to forget that it's there because you don't sacrifice any space to carry it. I love it. That's sweet with the blue camo carbon fiber. We got the Formax Scout, the microtech, and that's something that I want to try one of these days. That is the microtech MSI Ramlock with the original goat scales. I knew they were going to come out with that. I troll through the comment sections of like knife channels and knife content creators, and I saw Metal Complex had posted, this was like 5 or 6 months ago, Metal Complex had posted a little reel of him playing with an MSI, and he said, I wish that we had some original goat scales. And Original Goat responded and they said, keep your eyes peeled. They said something ambiguous, and I was like, that's they're going to be coming out with that. So there it is. And then, of course, the Tempest Knives Jetstream, looking like it's getting a good amount of carry. Look at the patina on those titanium handle scales. That looks good. It's a good looking patina. Thanks for sharing, Blue. Joe's coming in hot with the ProTech Mordax thumb studs. Man, the Mordax is just a classic button lock. It's a good classic button lock. Can never go wrong with the Mordax. And then he's also got the Hogue Deca with the original goat scales. Is that the MagnaCut Deca, or is that the 20 CV version? Joe, if you're out there, let me know. Ward 918 has a knife picture that, this is another one of those knives that got away. This is the Devo Stout V2 in Vanax. And man, I wanted one of these, but they're expensive. You pay for that Vanax. That Vanax is like, the V2 version is like $375. Did I mention that eggs cost $8 a carton? Oh man, but it's good to see so many people with that piece. I'm glad a lot of people are able to take part in that. Ed yesterday posting the Mini Elementum. I really like that brushed finish. When he posted that, I thought that was really classy. I love the horizontal brushed finish. It makes the whole knife look, hand finished. It's probably not the case, but that looks great. I really like that. The Elementum will always be a classic knife. And I'm not talking about the button lock Elementum. I'm talking about the classic Elementum. Excellent action, simple blade shape. Very, very, very classic design. All right. And okay, right on. We've got JFK launch. I'm not sure who in the chat this is because I don't think that the Discord name matches up, but check that out. That's a Hogue Sig Sauer edition, American made. It's a good looking knife. Hogue's been doing some really good stuff lately. Their manufacturing just keeps getting better and better and better. And I know that there was some QC issues in the recent histories in the past, but the fact that they're taking steps to make sure that their customer service is good, that the quality of the products that they put out is getting better and better, and they're not just resting on their laurels, that's something that I greatly appreciate. Every Hogue knife that I've checked out, whether used or a retail loaner from like Blade Ops, has always been really, really solid. I feel like Hogue is taking over the space that Benchmade used to take up. And it's good to see. It's good to see more American knife companies coming to the table producing good knives. Chris229's got is that the Benchmade Mini Adamas? And all right, another TPK edition QSP Hedgehog. Is the QSP Hedgehog the unofficial knife of the year? Not because it came out in 2024, because it didn't, but just because that's what's going to be in everybody's pockets. I dig it, man. I dig it. I really like that. That's a great carry right there. Shout out to Chris. Greg Vanderlip, nice carry, man. Nice carry. So we've got a Civivi. I'm not sure which model that is. Forgive me. A Kaiser. That one's also skipping my mind. Is that that can't be a Kunwu. But check this out. He's got some nice carry patina on these knives. You could tell he puts these to work. And of course, we've got the feet pick. Right on, Greg. Thanks for sharing, bro. That's I feel dumb because I don't know what those knives are. There's so many models. Let me know. Greg, what are you carrying today? Thanks for sharing your picture, brother. Kaleidoscope and Knives joining in the Discord. Welcome in. He's carrying the Jaeger V2, the Ware Ali P, the Matzi Striga, and the Renegade Hank. Good looking carry. Good looking Hank too. Nice. I've carried the my Jaeger M V3 a lot. It's been a consummate pocket companion. All right, here we go. Windtalker 13420. I have no idea who that is in the chat. Thank you for sharing your photo, but here we go. We've got the bestechman Dundee. Is that a cold steel? That is an older model Civivi. The Drifter? Is that the Drifter? Is that a SOG Power Pint? And man, maybe we should make this a game. How many knives can Rollshambo identify on live stream? The answer, not that many. Barbarian Brawny says, I need a hedgehog. Get a hedgehog, man. Get it. You know what? We'll go over to traditional pocket knives. We'll help you pick out a hedgehog on the live stream, okay? So we'll do the hard part. You just have to, do the easy part and follow through. Right? That's the easy part. Maybe. How's it going, Brian Kerr? Welcome in. Lone Star Towboy, welcome in. Thanks for being a channel member. He says, carry of the day is the Artisan Cutlery Shark Small and Cold Steel Tiger Claw while practicing with the Kershaw Lucha and Flightanium channeled aluminum handles. If you get a Lucha, the steel handle scales they're heavy as I have a Lucha and I'm a novice. I'm a complete novice. I've got sausage fingers and poor dexterity. It's something that I work on. I can do a few tricks. I don't do them on camera because I'm more likely to have the knife fly out of my hand and smack into the camera, which I just don't want to happen, but it could happen. So I got to be careful. But I have massive respect for people that can actually do several different balisong butterfly tricks and get into a flow. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Let's see. Oh, Barbarian Brawny's coming in hot with that one. The Blaurock blades. Is that the BRB 3 or the 2? I know that's not the 4. Blade's a little short to be the 4. I think that's the 3. The BRB 3. Man, Blaurock blades, man. Everyone talks about, I want an Oz Roosevelt. I want a Koenig Arius. And then they sleep on the Blaurock blades. That's the one to get. 100%. I checked out the Blaurock blades the Blaurock Blades 4, the BRB4, and I loved it. One of the things that sucks is when you find a knife like that you really, really like, and then it's not even the matter of not being able to afford it, it's the matter of not being able to get it because the guy that makes the BRBs, there is no schedule. He has a regular day job. He makes them out of his garage with the CNC machine. It's impressive. And he's got better fit and finish than half these manufacturers out here. And that's not like, how is that possible? How can you be outdone by one man in a garage? I'm blown away. Now they're not cheap. You will spend, $600, $700, $800, $900 on one. But to get something like that, I mean, people spend more on an Oz Roosevelt. People spend more on a Conagarius. Barbarian Bronny's got some really good photos. You know that. You know I appreciate your photo game. Look at that. With the EDC coffee cup, the watch. Nice, man. Very nice. I dabble in photography. Some of you guys know this. I'll share one of my pictures I posted recently. Here we go. It's the Crispy Donut Community Outbreak. I just released my review on that. This guy right here. It's in Kickstarter right now. They didn't give this to me. I don't have an affiliate link. I'm just borrowing it. I'm one of the list of channels that they have borrowing it. I gotta say, I'm impressed. I'm not huge on thumb stud flippers. I like a thumb stud front flipper. I'd like a flipper deployment hole, or just a really good flipper only. Thumb studs tend to get in the way of the cutting path. This one is actually placed really, really well. Compound grind with the sprinkles finish. Look at that. The sprinkles texturing. Yeah. The moment I picked this up, I knew. I was like, if it was me, I'd be sending this off to a knife modder and I'd be getting those sprinkles multicolor anodized. Just the sprinkles, not the rest of the handle skills, because that would be dope. That'd be really freaking cool. I have a feeling that people that like to get their knives modded are really going to enjoy that. But I'll let you guys in on a little secret. No donuts were harmed in that photo. There was some questions in the Discord. How many donuts did Rollshambo eat, when he filmed that episode? Believe it or not, the answer to that question is 0. Because everything in that photo except for the knife is AI generated. The knife is real. I took the photo of the knife, and then I decided to have some fun with some AI generation. So the background for that knife is actually artificial. Don't believe everything you see on YouTube or on Instagram. Some of it is just not real, like those donuts. All right, I can hear the Discord popping off. Let's check it out. Do we have any more pocket checks in here? Do we have any more pocket checks? No pictures just yet. Let's catch up with the chat. Lone Star Talboy says the Lucha went from 6 ounces to 4.5 ounces with both titanium and aluminum handles. Nice. Yeah. The handle scale upgrades make a difference, and it makes a really decent difference. Says that's why the classic discontinued models will always be more valuable than the knife you paid the most for in your collection. All right. Hey, welcome into Ginger Fisher. Welcome in, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for being a channel member. All right. Caleb Hale says, I'm Windtalker 13, and yes, the SOG, the SOG PowerPoint, and the Dundee, and the Civivi Appalachian Drifter. Okay, so, I get them right every now and then. Once in a blue moon. And and a Cold Steel Working Man. Nice. Yeah, I didn't recognize that one at all. Greg Vanderlip says the Kaiser Sparrow, the Tucson TS16, the Mohawk, Civivi, Aquila, Rough Rider, Coal Miner, 2 Blade, Raccoon, Button Lock. I should have recognized the raccoon button lock. That knife was massively popular last year. All right. So I promised Barbarian Brownie that we would help him pick out a TPK hedgehog. We're gonna do the footwork, guys. We gotta do this together. Okay, we're a community. That's what communities do. It takes a village to help one man buy a TPK hedgehog. Stay tuned, Brawny. Here we go. Traditional pocket knives. And yes, I'm not lying. I carry mine every single day. Now, that doesn't come with this slip. You have to reach out to my boy Duty's Daggers. He makes those slips. Reach out to him on Instagram. He'll make one for you. But he made one for me. He tells me the prices vary depending upon what people want. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. The QSP Hedgehog. Now, you have some options. You don't have to spend a whole boatload. Like, for example, you can get one for around like 50, 60 bucks. But where's the fun in that? Check this out. If you want, Brawny, if you want all titanium, then there really is only one option, and that's the jig titanium. Now, I've been told that Austin over at Traditional Pocket Knives, this is his jigged titanium design. So like, this is his jigging. I don't really know if that's the right way to pronounce it or say it, but that's actually his jigged titanium design. Blade M390, of course, and that's clean. Ronnie, that's going to go really well with your, it's going to go really well in your photos. You know how good a nice clean titanium look is. But the carbon fiber is where the fun is at. Now, you could go with the Gecko carbon fiber. And I'm here to tell you that it looks, the pictures will never do it justice. That's the problem with the carbon fiber that has any kind of depth, is that the pictures never do it justice because it always misses the shimmer, the depth. That one is a good looking one. Let's see, you've got the Miami Vice, which is kind of like a neon violet, pink, and blue, and a little bit of orange. That's hot. Hansel is so hot right now. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. The Halloween Night. I don't know. I'm not really big on that one. The 90s camo, though. The 90s camo is kind of intriguing to me. I feel like this is another one that could be really good as far as the colors are concerned. 90s is good. But check it out. This is basically like, this is what people want. This is, you're like, people pay twice this much to get a Jack Wolf Knives slip joint with the same kind of materials? Why? Get a QSP Hedgehog from Traditional Pocket Knives. They've got some really good ones. Now, if you don't want to spend over $100, check this out. I actually reviewed this one with the denim blue micarta, and I gotta say, it's still really good. The denim micarta is nice, and it patinas really well too. It's very grippy. It's this textured, like jigged blue denim micarta, 14C28N. That's solid. $57. There you go. So you don't have to spend a boat. You could also get one in the golden carbon fiber for $84. I believe they also have one that's like a red carbon fiber, black micarta, Dragon's Eye. Chat, help Brawny out. He's got so many good options. I mean, should he even go for like the fluorescent pink camo carbon? Help a brother out. Let him know, chat. Which one? Greg Vanderlip says, go up to my Rambo knife, Rollshambo. All right, well, while we wait for the chat to help out Barbarian Brawny picking out his QSP Hedgehog, let's see what he's talking about. The Rambo knife. Where are we? Where's the Rambo knife? Is it in the pocket check? Here we go. There we go, baby. Now that's a carry. Do you open Amazon packages? Do you open Amazon packages with that? You whip it out in public and people are like, does someone have something to cut the thread off of my jeans? And you're like, that's not a knife. This is a knife. The Dundee, the Crocodile Dundee. I bet you could actually use the spine of that as a regular sawback too. Why not? Coming in hot with the Rambo blade. I dig it, man. That's sweet. All right, chat. Help out Barbarian Brawny. Which QSP hedgehog should he look at? Rich Kastner says, I wish they did a blacked out jig tie hedgehog. Yeah, in like DLC. Like a DLC jigged. That would be pretty sweet. Thomas McDonald says, can get the new Iridium in M390 and carbon fiber for 150 bucks. Really? The Kershaw Iridium M390. People have been talking about the latest edition. Let's see. The latest edition. Iridium, 80 bucks. Is that the right one? Can't be. I mean, it's T6 aluminum, so I'm guessing not. D2. Okay, that's not it. That's not the premium Iridium. Here we go. $149.99. Made here in the USA. Carbon fiber. M390. Yeah. All right, Kershaw. Now we're talking. Premium American made. 150 bucks. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to reach out. Hopefully they have these at Blade Ops and I can ask for a loaner. I've got to check that out. Hopefully that's really good. Ronnie says, maybe I'll buy it on my next live. No, we're doing the hard part for you right now. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, you know what? Let me know about that. I'll come in and I'll watch. I'll spectate. Kaleidoscope of Knives says, I think that jigged would suit your style of photography best. Barbarian Brownie. Yeah, I agree. I'm a sucker for the camo carbon fiber personally. But the nice thing about that on if we're talking about photography, it's nice to have stuff that has texture and depth. And that has both. Like you get the nice shading in the jigging, and that's great. I want to see it. I got to see the photos. Photos, or it didn't happen. Greg Vanderlip says it's heavy, but it's badass. It opens everything, even at the party store where I work. Oh, that's fantastic. Brian F says that's not a USA made. Really? Kershaw says it is. Yeah, let's go back. Kershaw Iridium M390. So we're on Kershaw's website. Carbon fiber. This is Kershaw's website. Oh, it's USA Design. I missed it. I was getting all hot and bothered. I was like, the value proposition there is just way too good. I was getting hot and bothered. But I read USA and nah, man. I wonder how many other people did that. USA Design and quality control, China manufacturer. Come on. Come on, Kershaw. That's a bummer. I bet it's still nice though, and I do think that that's probably still going to be a good value proposition. 150 bucks. Not bad. M390 carbon fiber, Axis style lock. Okay. Excuse me, the Duralock. There we go. Brian F says the Bel Air is USA made. M380, M390. Iridium is China. Yeah. Everyone's talking about the Bel Air. Why? Why? I'm assuming because it's good. It's out of stock. Not a shocker. $200. Okay. It says USA design prototype quality control manufacturer. Okay. That's still a great value proposition. $200. Manual KVT ball bearings. Versatile deep carry pocket clip. 62 to 64 Magna Cut. That's what I'm talking about. Look, 61 to 63 Magna Cut's going to be just fine, people. 61 to 63 is going to be just fine. It's not going to give us, the screaming ridiculous edge retention that we're looking for, but it's fine. 62 to 64, however, now we're talking. No wonder people are stoked on this one. $200, Magna Cut. It is aluminum. It's not carbon fiber or titanium, but it is made here in the US. Nice. Nice. We'll have to get one on the channel this year. Hey, shout out to the Knight's Edge. The Knight's Edge says, I hate, and I mean hate it when they do that. Like, no shits, it's USA design. The name is Kershaw, not Kunwu, but they put that on there to fool people, and it works a lot. Gerber does it too. Well said. Well said. Who are you fooling? Apparently me. All right. Caleb Hale says, was it a limited run? It may have been that way initially, but I guarantee you they'll probably come back out with are we talking about the Bel Air? Is that what we're asking about? Or are we talking about the TPK Hedgehog? I think they'd be really dumb to have the Bel Air as a limited run. That would be really stupid. Almost as stupid as ZT, discontinuing all their greatest models ever. Then again, they are the same company, so... Hey, shout out to Blessed Knives. Welcome in, brother. Channel member. Knife maker. Check out Blessed Knives on Instagram. Really awesome designs. One of these days, Bless, I gotta get one of your designs on the channel. I'd love to check it out. All right, what else is new out there? Oh, so I had a question for you guys because I was thinking about this. I saw Neebs did a video on the Reich Alien 1. I'll show you to give you some perspective for those who don't know. It's this crazy ass box cutter. First of all, I've got to say, when you look at the insanity that is the detail work on this production knife and then see the price tag of $250, I don't care where it's made, that production level is that is a dumb level of production, okay? Like the amount of detail work that goes into that. Even being made in China, that should be like $350 just for the level of detail work that goes into that. And Reich they're one of the most accurate manufacturers when it comes to the tiniest details. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm not here to debate whether or not it's a good knife or a cool knife or whether or not you should buy it. The blade, they do these replaceable style blades, and each one comes with two, and that's a razor blade. It's got like a 5-degree edge made out of M390. And so the thought in my head was, is it cool? And it's like, yeah, that's actually pretty cool, right? And then I realized the edge on it is so thin because it's a razor blade. Like, it's going to be really hard to sharpen, right? Like, maybe you could do it by freehand, but look at how shallow that is. That's like a 5-degree edge. You try to put that on a stone, you're going to run into that titanium. Okay, so replaceable razor blade. Maybe you just buy extras. Where do you buy extras? I checked out Reich's website. I checked out K2O's website. Checked out White Mountain Knives. I can't find replacement blades for this freaking anywhere. doesn't make sense. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a sweet design. I kind of want one. But you best hope that M390 razor edge never needs to be sharpened, or you only use it so sparingly that it never needs to be sharpened, or you only get it with the understanding that you're gonna have to put like a 15-degree edge on that, like do a double bevel. We got Blessed Knives in the house. He's a knife maker. You tell me, brother, what are you doing? If it was you, what would you do with this 5-degree per edge, replaceable razor blade that's not actually replaceable? What do you do? Because I was thinking about it, like you would literally have to put, it doesn't matter, at 5 degrees, per side, at 5 DPS, even a kitchen knife level edge is going to be really, really dumb on that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I kind of want one. I'm having a hard time justifying their blade system. Really, really cool manufacturing. Blessed Knives says, I'll be sure to add you to the pass round list. Oh, be still my heart. You reach out to me. I would love to check it out. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Add me to the pass round list. I'll give you my info. We can connect on Instagram because I definitely want to check out your work. M. Houston, thanks for being a channel member. He says, Reich is legit. My SOCOM Bravo Mini is fire. Yeah, dude. The manufacturing work they did on the new microtech matrix, chef's kiss. It's great. Reich is wholly underrated. Lone Star Cowboy says, coming to you from the future just past midnight here. Damn, where are you? I saw Lone Star and I thought that was Texas. Are you in Texas? Where are you watching the stream from? Got to find out. Rich Kastner says, take the blade out before you sharpen it. Yeah. So have you ever tried to sharpen a razor blade just for fun on a stone? The problem is that you would have to, first of all, you'd have to put it on a fixed angle system and hope that the fixed angle system can actually go that low. Some might be able to. Maybe the best way to sharpen that would be to like freehand it on like a work sharp sharpening grinder. You know what I mean? Like the work sharp, not the precision adjust. I think the lowest you can go on a precision adjust is like 15, 12. I could check mine, but it's not anywhere close to 5. I just have this image of like holding it with 2 fingers and then holding the stone and like scraping off the skin off the top of your thumb. So it'd have to be something like a fixed angle system, but I don't know any fixed angle systems that go down that low. Maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know what I'm talking about there, but I was thinking about it. Like, how do you replace the blade if they don't sell replacements? And if they don't sell replacements and you're actually using it, how do you, like, what do you use to sharpen it? I'm gonna have to reach out to Jared Neves and see what his thoughts on that are. Crazy Road says, I asked that one dropped where to get replacement M390 blades. No answer. I couldn't find the answer either, man. And he probably didn't answer you because there isn't an answer. The answer is they probably don't sell enough of those to warrant just making just the blades and making them replaceable. I have a feeling that this is catered as a collector's piece, and the reason why you can take the blade out is so you can change the style, so you can change it to serrations. But to me, that is kind of a paradox because replaceable razor blades are meant to be used, but this is a design where I'm questioning whether or not that's still the case. Like, I kind of want to get one purely to have that conversation on my channel. I don't know if anyone would watch that episode, but I would still make it. Why not? $250. I don't think that that's an unfair price given how much production work has gone into that. That's ridiculous. Absolutely bananas. Lone Star Cowboy says, Dallas born and raised, but working for the army in Turkey. Thanks for your service, man. How is Turkey? What's the weather like over there? I can tell you right now, it's super cold here in the morning, and then it warms up to like 60 degrees here in Denver. M. Houston says, is it easy to deploy the blade on the matrix with that fuller holer thing? Or is that for show? You know what? I will show you. All right. So easy to deploy all around. So that was with the fuller part, right? The fuller part, this part right here. No problem. With the hole, not a problem either. What I do is I just put my finger right up there in the corner. No problem. Just hit an edge with your fingernail. So that's a reverse flick. Now, if you're doing a thumb flick, same thing. Deployment, not an issue. This is bad. This is one awesome knife. And I was about to say it's one bad knife, but then I thought people will probably take that the wrong way. Bad is in good. It's fantastic. I really enjoy it. Even the bee stinger on the end has grown on me for some atrocious reason. When I first saw this, I was like, I hate that glass breaker. Now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to leave it on there. Why not? Crazy Roach says it'd be a good video. Grab one. Don't tempt me. You don't know what I'm capable of. Capital One does, though. No. We're going to make smart decisions this year, guys. We're going to make smart financial decisions. We're not going to be dumb with our money, right? We're not going to make dumb decisions with our money. We're going to try our hardest. This is the year of smart decisions, right? Right? Lone Star says, since 1990, with the routine terrorism, crashing currency, political instability, and constant earthquakes, it's not so bad. You don't knock on doors, you Spartan kick them.
This is Sparta!
Man, that sounds like a hell of a job, though. A hell of an area to be in. Kind of makes me wonder. You know, how much do we take for granted here stateside? Brian Kerr says, I was smart last year. Glad to hear it. We'll give you a round of applause for that. It's hard to be smart when you're a knife enthusiast and you want to buy everything that you see. Or maybe you just need to be mature. Maybe that was my issue. Maybe I was just immature. M. Houston says, I saw someone in Tri-State's channel say that Microtech said they are splitting the sheets with Reich. So I'm wondering if Microtech and Reich are parting ways and if the Reccomendeds will get discontinued. I haven't heard that, and I wouldn't make assumptions. I would not make assumptions until you actually hear it from Microtech's lips. If they're not the ones saying that, if Microtech's not the ones giving out that news, I would not believe it. Because things get said, words get spoken, but until it's actually written in the sand, it's not. We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Microtech is tired of catching shit over working with a Chinese manufacturer after 4 years leaning on their everything is American made, support American makers, American made. And then they go and partner up with a Chinese OEM to produce some of their knife designs that have been discontinued or haven't been brought back for a while. Personally, I don't mind it. Let's keep it a buck, okay? Reich has better quality manufacturing than anything Microtech is capable of on a production level. Possibly even on a custom level, if we're being completely honest. So, some people may disagree. Some people might shout from the rooftops that it should only ever be American made. But you know what? My thing is, I don't care where it's made as long as it's made well. That's what's most important to me, is how well is it made? If I'm spending my money on it, I guarantee you these brands, they don't care about anything other than their profit line and making sure that the products that they make continue to grow that. That's what businesses do. But we as consumers, we have these attachments, right? Where we're like, I am a huge fan of X. And then we grow an attachment to them like they're sports teams. But my favorite basketball team isn't over here routinely, taking my money every Christmas. Sometimes I go watch a game and I have to pay for tickets, okay? But it's not like a knife brand or a clothing brand. Like, brand allegiances are something that I am moving away from. I'm moving away from brand allegiances. Some of you might say, well, Rolls, you have a brand allegiance to Spyderco, don't you? No, I don't. I love my Spyderco knives and I appreciate them. I think that they're a great knife company. But I also recently said that I don't trust the Italian, what is it, Lion Steel made? It's the Spymato. Is that Lion Steel? Real Steel. Spyderco, Spymato. I don't trust the heat treat because Italian companies are renowned for really soft heat treats, right? It's a Spymato. That's what it's called. Is that Lion Steel? Yeah, it's Lion Steel. I'm very critical of this one. Brand allegiances, like we have brand allegiances. They don't have customer allegiances. Trust me. The Night's Edge says, Rollshambo, what are you doing Thursday around, I don't know, 9:30 my time? So Thursday, I'll be out of town. And that's I'm glad that you brought up next week. So here's the deal, guys. There will not be a live stream at all next week because I am traveling out of town. So I'll be out of town from, I'll be out of town all week. So there won't be any live streams next week. So we're taking a week off of live streams, but then we'll be back the following week with a regular live stream schedule. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be traveling. Barbarian Bronny says, I will say right, but it would be a lie. Smart decisions go out the window sometimes. Yeah, we all have those. We all make those. It's about the effort. The more effort we put in, the better we are, right? Lone Star Cowboy says, what comes from microtech's lifts is out the front. When they tell us that they're not doing soft heat treats, that's out the back. Good enough. Brian Kerr says, my wife helps me be smart with purchases by telling me to stop doing that. It's good. We have to have somebody to hold us accountable, right? Shout out to Space Ghost. Welcome in. Fook Doozle says, the U.S. car industry ruined my patriotic purchase mentality after the 80s. Yeah. Look, as someone who's worked on many different, I used to sell so many cars, okay? I've worked at several different dealerships in different positions over the years. I don't do that anymore. But something that I can speak to is the irony, because you get these customers who are like super hardcore. I only want a Chevy. I only want a Ford. I only want a Dodge. I only want a Chrysler. I don't want any of that foreign made stuff. And that's what they tell you when they walk, onto the lot. But the funny thing about that is you'd be like, well, go open the hood of that Ford you rolled in on. What does it say? Oh, it says made in China. Oh, go open the hood of your Dodge. What does that say? Made in China? Made in Taiwan? Made in Korea? Guys, let's face it. We ask for American-made stuff all while, wearing and carrying and using gear, and, half our household was made in another country. That is one of the reasons why I am starting to do only American-made modifications on American-made knives, because that classification is so rare, right? That's one of the things that I actually do enjoy about this, is that I can say that all the modifications are made in America. There's not a single thing on here that was made in another country, because I wanted to keep it that way. Not because I don't believe that you can't get good, scales made in China or Taiwan, because you absolutely can. Flytanium, they make some quality products. But if you're truly trying to go American made, it's tough. Brands know that, and they charge you for it. They charge you a lot for it. Knight's Edge says, Rollshambo, you're not going to be on the Knife Joy site around that time? Are we talking about the release of the Spyderco Swish buoy? It depends. I'm going to need to try to sell some things so that I can actually attempt to get that one. It'll be an attempt. M. Houston says, I think supporting American-made things is important, but you don't have to be 100% dedicated to it. I agree. 100% agree. Jesse, thanks for being a channel member. He says, the America crap is silly. You know what? It's a discussion, right? It's a discussion. How much of our money should we be sending overseas? Do we really want to support manufacturing processes that could be taking place that are, you know, they go against human rights? You know, do we want to support child labor? You know, do we want to wear Nikes? These are all questions that are worth asking. But the one thing that I will say is that at one point we have to accept that it's not our job to police the world unless it's having an effect on us. That's just my opinion. So yeah, is it silly? Is it not silly? It's a good discussion. I'll tell you what. Maybe we should make an episode on that. Lone Star Cowboy says, I got a no-name knife and the box said sold in the USA. You know, we don't know if it was USA made, but it was USA sold. The Knight's Edge says, I was going to get the buoy, but I've had some bills come up, so gonna have to miss out on her again. No! I'm probably gonna miss out too. I'm gonna have to see if I can sell a piece. Or 2 pieces, it depends. Knife Nut 69 says, Knife Joy better have a couple thousand on hand. They won't. They won't. I can't. They might have like tops, maybe a few hundred. Maybe. They want to keep it limited because that's how they keep the price high. They would much rather sell. Listen, if you look at Knife Joy's Instagram, right? If you go to their Instagram, like, shoot, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's just go over to their Instagram. I'll pull it up on this other screen. Hold on. Instagram. Knife Joy. Where you at? All right. Knife Joy. Let's talk Knife Joy, because I know that you're going to be hyping this drop up. Here it is. Very first pin post. So this is their post, right? They say, less than a week before the Spyderco Knife Joy exclusive Swish buoy drops. If you're attending Blade Show Texas this weekend, be sure to check out our stories and visit us at booth 906. Okay. First comment. $450 is way too much monies for this knife. I wasn't impressed with it last drop y'all did. Okay. Keep reading. Yada, yada, yada. I don't think $450 is that outrageous. They sell everything they produce every year. So we've got one person that's justified it. One person that hasn't. Another one says not going to be able to grab it. Like, $450 is more than my car payment. It's more than my car payment too. Granted, you know, you make more than one car payment. Corson Corey says $450 with or without Vaseline. Oh man. But this is my point. Like, people think that this is too expensive. They're still gonna sell out. It's a good looking knife. It was a knife that many people wanted, and the reason why they can price them at $450 is by not by making a million of them. If they make a million of them, They're not going to sell them at $450, but they're going to keep them limited. They'll sell what, 100, 200? I don't think that I would be very surprised if they stocked more than 1 to 200 of these. I feel like that would be a max. Crazy Roach says, my buddy dated a girl that worked for a Chrysler and she wouldn't allow anything other than US made cars parked in her driveway. His Tacoma had to be in the street. It's like, you got to get right with Jesus. Get that Toyota out of here. What are you doing? Right, Chrysler. Crazy Roach said he didn't date her long. Fantastic. Josh says, I would like them to get more of the 20 CV Manixes. Yeah, the Spyderco does a pretty decent job on their 20 CV. Jesse says, way too much money for me. Looks good though. Yeah. Space Ghost says 450 is a lot. Not a lot of knife, but a lot elsewhere. Yeah. Yeah, knife. The Knight's Edge said it's going to be a scalper's wet dream come Thursday at 11:30 Central on Knife Joy. It's true. I would be very surprised if we didn't see the majority of those get picked up by scalpers and purchase bots. Don't believe me? Check eBay later that day. I guarantee you'll see some of those going for like $600-700 on eBay. Do me a favor. Don't buy them. Don't buy the ones that the scalpers sniped. Don't do that. Don't support them. Because every time someone does buy from a scalper, they're supporting that action. And then they're supporting the fact that people that actually want them aren't going to be able to get them. They're supporting a higher price tag. They're not supporting the community. Do not buy from knife scalpers. And I'm not talking, guys, when I complain about knife scalpers, I want to be clear. I'm not talking about the guy that has the super uber custom mint condition, whatever, that's discontinued that you can't get anymore. And he bought it. And then, you know what, later, a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, it gets rare. And then he decides to sell it for profit. That's not what I'm talking about. That's just being a smart enthusiast. That's just being a smart collector. And when you have something that no one else has, that's discontinued, that you can't get anymore, that they're never releasing more of, that's like selling a classic car, right? That's not a scalper. A scalper is someone that takes part in limited drops using unfair purchasing mechanisms to buy out massive quantities like they would if it was wholesale. Then they turn around and sell it to you for insane profit margins. And the only person that benefits from that is the scalper. The person that bought it paid too much. The person, it doesn't even necessarily benefit the company that made the product, because all of a sudden their product is just being overpriced. And then they have to deal with people talking about their products being overpriced. It sets a bad precedent. Don't support scalpers. All right. The Knight's Edge says, does Knife Joy accept Blockbuster cards? I don't think so. The Knight's Edge says, Crazy Roach, park your peasant Yoda in the street. Oh, man. Foogdoozle says, whoa, you want all those poor children to get fired? No? Yes? Yes. That's the moral answer is yes. Or is it? It's a really convoluted conversation to have about child labor in China, believe it or not. Knife Nut says, oh, I've looked. They never say how many. Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to. Why would they tell us? Ed B says, is that a whole tax? I mean, these knives, the original version of the Swish Bowie went for like what, $200, $250 maybe. I'm pretty sure this is a Taiwanese version too. I don't believe that it's made. That's not a U.S. knife. That's Taiwan, which is probably good because Taiwan is going to produce some. Spyderco's Taiwan factory does really good work. Yeah. So now they've almost doubled in price, but the demand went up, and Knife Joy has many examples of people being more than willing to pay that price to get one. The $450. You know, we complain. I complain because I don't want to pay $450. But if I have the ability to, I will because I want one, and because I know that if I don't like it, I could turn around and resell it for the same amount that I bought it for, or even a little less if I decide to carry it for a while, right? So the nice thing about that is that yes, it is more expensive, but just like a Toyota, its resale value and its value on the secondhand market is going to keep you in good spirits. You know, if you buy that, you decide that you don't like it, the good news is you can 100% turn around and resell it and get your money back, or keep it for a while, check it out, and then resell it and get most of your money back. It's kind of like buying a Toyota. You know, you could put a couple 100,000 miles on it and still charge a fortune. All right, guys. So it's been about an hour. The live stream is coming to a close, but I wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you for taking the time to join me on a Saturday afternoon, where you could be out doing anything. You could be out at Blade Show, but instead you decided to spend it with me. Thank you so much, guys. This channel would not be where it is without you. New channel members, congratulations. Thank you to everyone who's gifted memberships or who have become new members. Check out the Discord. We're having a good time in there. And I will not be going live this next week. So just so we're clear on those dates, this coming Wednesday, the 28th, we won't be going live, and we won't be live the following Saturday either. So we're taking a week off from live streams. I'll be out of town, then I'll be coming back. Week after that, we will be resuming our regular live stream schedule. I'll make sure to have some episodes planned, so I'll hope to see you in the comment section. Guys, for some of you, I'll see you soon. For everyone else, I'll see you later. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will catch you on the flip side.